に歌おう名もない僕の物語星空にきらめくほうき星に無邪気に笑う君を重ねたそんな君をずっと見ていた僕は名もない星屑かなあの日語った夢も交わした約束も僕には眩しすぎるけど夕暮の夜に願い叶うなら君に伝えよ天の川越えて小さな星屑が奏でろゲストラ僕の夢を旋律に乗せて例えばもし僕がいなくなってもただ君が忘れないように星空に奏でよ名もない僕が生きた証粉雪とネオンが街を包む旅立つ君に何も言えずに冬の空に誰より光る
All right. I have no idea what is happening here right now. My computer seems to have crashed on me. And I'm trying to get things back up. Give me hopefully just a second or two and I'll get things set up. But I just lost my entire lineup of everything I had set up to go for this morning. So this is computer problems. Yes. Don't you just love them? Chicka boom, chicka boom. And now I've got to set everything back up again. And it's going to be fun because, like I said, I lost all my screens that I had, all my tabs I had open. The whole thing went down on me. Am I even out there? Let me check my phone here. Because I don't even know if I've got anything, it says I'm on the studio, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, yep, there I am. Okay, Jaeger, Pony, and Sean. Yeah, past 24. Okay, so this just keeps making the past 24 hours even more interesting. Because, like I said, I lost everything I had set up. Boom. If this isn't going to be fun, because I will have to relocate things that I had. Let's see here. Past 24 hours. As we all know, it's, well, maybe a little bit more than 24 hours now. The election system turned over the Democrats into a few hard places. Yeah, I'm definitely freestyling this morning here, Sean, because I had 2 hours of, I spent 2.5 hours setting everything up for this morning. And now it's all gone. And one of them, things I wanted to show, it took me forever to find it. And of course, I just put it in my tab. So that will have to steal it from. All right, this is my subs for the day. Let's see here. Oh, this, I tell you that I am so sorry this is going on, because this freestyling it is not what I had planned to do. Okay, here we go. Here's part of what I will. Okay, I am going to steal this from from Mark Dice's, because I had found this video yesterday. I commented on it. Then the guy went ahead and deleted his account or unshared his account or something. But fortunately, other people had downloaded it, so it's out there. I'm not going to show anything from Mark Dice himself. I'm just saying I got the right now. What I'm having to show is from Mark Dice's website. All right, but this just gives you a little taste of what this guy had to say. I don't know if you saw him yesterday or not when he was trending all over the place.
Gender, who is particularly.
Let's see if that sound come through. Yep, the sound's there. So let me back this up a bit. All right, here we go. Listen to this idiot.
Gender, who is particularly upset with white women.
What the is your purpose other than ruining the casserole? What the is your purpose other than voting against your better interest? It seems like every year white women just keep getting worse. Aren't they getting worse? If you look at the electorate, white women continue to vote for Republicans. Every year it keeps going up. It keeps going up. So my question is, why the should we trust a lily white? White women can't be trusted. Well, no, Kenny, don't be so mean to them. You know, white suburban women are going to get it together. No, you're not.
The corporate media.
Okay. Boom. Okay, stop that right there. Yeah, that made it. That guy actually was out, and like I said, he either deleted that I want to say he had that out on Twitter. He actually deleted it, but it got saved. And let's see here. Could you imagine anybody white saying that about a black person or black women or black men? That would never fly. Okay. Let's see what else is out there here this morning. That there's so much of what I had set up that I'm sorry, God. Let's see. Try and fly off the top of my head here. FBI had some high def footage that they did that they failed to notify the defense Kyle Ritter's defense about it. And it just sort of disappeared. Now the FBI says they can't find it. And they have found they're saying they can find, or they backed up a much lower resolution version of it. But again, it's something that's not there. I mean, it's not as good as what they wanted. Let's see here. Oh, the military released a statement that the bombing of the drone strike that killed 7 Afghani citizens, including a doctor, I believe he was, that there was no negligence or what was the other word they used? Hey, morning, Useless Rebel. How you doing today? Useless, I have to apologize for this. My computer crashed just as I was about halfway through the opening of Master Shoe's video, and I've lost everything I had set up. So it's it's sad that that happened, but let's see here. What else? Okay, but anyway, the let's see. It was on a thread by here, so by Prospero, that this came up. So let me see here. All right, here's the story from the Daily Caller. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, so we have to live with it. Here we go. Report: FBI lost 8 high-def Ritterhouse video, never told defense that existed. Unseen footage by the FBI on the night of the shootings in Kaneshwa, Wisconsin surfaced Tuesday during day one of Rittenhouse's trial, according to Jack Prosek of Human Events. The FBI allegedly had an HD version of the video, but never told the Rittenhouse defense that it existed. But did they tell the prosecutor existed? Because the way this prosecutor is going, I wouldn't surprise me if he knew about it and kept his mouth shut. Some of the footage, which is black and white and grainy, was shot from an FBI surveillance drone. The footage was shown to the jury during the testimony. One of the agents who captured the footage with the drone, FBI agent Kramen. However, the FBI allegedly testified in private they were in possession of another version of the video in high def. They did not supply the members of the defense. When asked for a copy of the tape, the FBI allegedly denied the defense's request, saying the video no longer existed. After the prosecutors questioned him about the footage, the defense cross-examined, asked about the tail number of the FBI plane. Prosecutors objected. Then they sidebarred it. He believed there's other. All right, here we go. The lead lawyer representing Rittenhouse, Mark Richards, said he believed there was other video footage captured by the FBI that was no longer available. Richards said it was preposterous that the FBI allegedly lost the footage. Thomas Binger, the lead prosecutor, then told Schroeder, in regards to FBI plane footage, that the federal government is not under our control. Schroeder reportedly balked and said, "I beg your pardon, I don't get this. This is criminal prosecution. There's going to be cloak and dagger stuff. What's going on?" Schroeder then told prosecutors to call a different witness and they'd get back to it. Okay. I've seen a lot. We've all seen a lot of these videos. Morning, Becca. Becca, this has been a crap show this morning. My computer crashed just as I was starting the stream, and I lost everything that I had set up. So I'm trying to find things on the fly here this morning. You know, the stuff that I had set up. So you think I'm normally a bad streamer? This morning is going to be absolutely horrendous. And that's just the way it is. That's what happened. So let's see here. Where was the other video or the other stuff I saw? Okay, here we go. The Pentagon watchdog finds no negligence in mistaken drone strike that killed Afghan civilians, official told ZAP. Let's see if I can find the actual story now, a link to it. Let's see if I can find an actual link to the story, which, all right, do this the supposed hard way. Okay, that's not a story. That's just a... Let's see here what if this is and got more to it. Nope. There is, I mean, all it says is that the Pentagon watchdog finds no negligence in mistaken drone strike. So my question to this okay, the story's been out there for at least 17 hours. 19 hours. I'm seeing the earliest St. Louis Dispatch said something about it 19 hours ago. And where is the uprise by the left? Where's the uprise by the media? Where is CNN and Chris Cillizza? Where are these people here? All right, here we go. I found an actual article on it. Shut that. I love video pop-ups. Okay, this is a Fox story. Thank you for thinking I'm fantastic, because I definitely don't feel like it this morning. An independent Pentagon review has concluded the U.S. drone strike that killed innocent Kabul civilians and children in the final days was not caused by misconduct nor negligence, and does not recommend any disciplinary action. Wasn't done by misconduct. Okay, that means nobody screwed up. It wasn't done by negligence. So they did exactly what they were supposed to do. Now, when a drone strike is done, okay, let's see. The review done by Air Force Lieutenant General, that's a 2-star. It's easy way to remember it in the Air Force, at least. It's Be My Little, or that's 3-star. I'm sorry. Be My Little General. B, Brigadier for 1 star. Be My Major General's 2 stars. Lieutenant General's 3 stars. Then just General by itself is 4. All right. The review done by 3-star General Sammy said there was breakdowns in communications in the process of identifying and confirming the target of the bombing. The mistaken drone strike happened despite prudent measures to prevent civilian deaths. All right. So then there was problems here, and somebody somewhere needs to have disciplinary action. Innocent people were killed. You don't drone strike. Now, if this was a blockbuster bomb that was dropped, if this was a nuclear weapon that was dropped, if this was mortar shelling, all this stuff is mass destruction. Drone strikes are supposed to be pinpoint accurate, much when Trump used it to kill that ISIS leader. And, all they found was his pinky ring out of the car. So, yeah, there's, drone strikes are pinpoint accurate. They've got cameras on so you can see what you're doing and who you're hitting. There were breakdowns in communications and in the process of identifying and confirming the target. Breakdowns in community. This is unfathomable that somebody's getting away with this, and that the media isn't playing it, and that the left is not. And Becca, you're right. Of course, I think somebody said it. Becca did. No bad press, or the Biden might go down as a poor choice at the very least. Yeah, this is just one more case. They don't need all this bad news. Democrats don't need all this bad news here in 48 hours. The electoral loss, the closeness of the race even with the 3 a.m. voter dump in New Jersey. The Democrats are hurting here this week. And this is just one more story that, we're scandal free. Yeah, because the media is just going to ignore this. That's what's going to happen. So, we're not going to hear any more about it. That's the end of it. And if you ask questions about it, it'll be, if you ask Psaki about it, if you ask Miley about it, what are they going to say? It's been reviewed and settled. So shut up. We're not going to talk about it no more. Yeah, that's right, Becca. Remember, Obama, he once said that he had this is after he drone striked an American citizen. He said he had the right to drone strike anybody he wanted in or outside the country if he felt that they were a danger. Let's see if I can find the original quote. Obama has the right to drone strike anyone. Okay, here we go. The Telegraph actually had the story. And as Becca reminded me, Biden worked for Obama, so why wouldn't he say that? Believe the same thing. Barack Obama has authority to use drone strikes to kill Americans on U.S. soil, according to his Attorney General. Eric Holder argued that using lethal military force against an American in his home country would be legal and justified in an extraordinary circumstance comparable to the September 11th attacks. Now, oh my, what else has been compared to the 9/11 attacks? January 6th. So according to this, according to Eric Holder and Obama, and most likely Biden, They can use a drone strike. They could have used a drone strike on January 6th against the people there. Oh, that is a scary thought. That is a scary thought. This is March 6th of 2013. Was 11 years ago? 12 years ago? No. So, yeah, that is a scary thought. We've got a man in office that when he was sitting there as VP, worked for a man who was told that he had authority to use drone strikes on. Sean, but you remember though, we had Trump was going to use a drone strike in Syria, I believe, and then said, "Wait a minute, how many people are we going to kill?" No. Oh, wait. Is as a result, they were going to do a strike in Syria as a result of somebody shooting at one of our drones and causing damage to it. And they called it back and said, no, we're not going to do it because we're going to kill people over a drone. That's not right. So Trump would not have used that drones. He already showed that he wasn't going to kill people over a drone. Okay. Another point here that the Democrats have been bringing up and trying to justify the loss of Virginia. Okay. I think Rachel Maddow was the biggest one doing it. Maddow, New Jersey election. Here we go. Let's see if they actually. No, they don't have the video, but they got audio. And this is how. Whoops. Oh, since I lost that, let me put this in here. If anybody wants to join the stream, there's the Steam. There's the. Thank you, Becca. Your memory's better than mine on that. If anybody wants to join the stream, there's the link. Let me get that pin. I don't even have this open in to where I can pin that. So let me view this on YouTube. Yeah, when my system crashed, I mean everything went down. This really irritated the daylights out of me. Okay. Now, why is this in full screen? There we go. And pin that. All right. All right, Miss Rachel Maddow. Let's cover what she had to say about this whole mess in New Jersey and the excuses she come up with. Okay. Maddow says, frankly, what happened here for the past 30 years, every time we had a new president, the first year of the new president, a president's party lost both the governor of Virginia and New Jersey governor at any time. Except this time, Democrats Sanite, New Jersey, whatever. Sanite. Is sanite an actual word? All right. Now, The problem with this statement is that for the past 12 years, the Democrats have held the governorship of Virginia. All right. And they made a big deal of it. It's been 12 years. Remember, and I made the comment yesterday, 12 years, that's only 3 terms. That's not a big deal. So for 8 of those 12 years, it was Democrats holding the White House. So that gives lie right here to this. Okay. If she would have rephrased this, but she's trying to make the excuse, well, we just lost it because that's what happens. No, that's not what happens. And that, they're just making excuses after excuse after excuse as to what happened, why they lost it. Beck, I'm really proud of your husband with the things you tell us that he's done. I'd like to buy him a beer one day. But yeah, the Democrats are making all kinds of excuses as to what's going on. Another thing they're loving to do, of course, they're blaming it on white women. Hey, morning, Furry. How you doing today? The Democrats are making all kinds of excuses as to what happened and what's going on. Of course, they're blaming on white women. One on MSNBC said, one reporter actually said, we've got to not let the Republicans become the party of parents. That's ours. We're the party of parents. We got to make the parents love us, not the Republicans. Yeah, maybe I added a little bit there, but that's generally what she said and meant. The problem is the Democrats been the authoritarian party. Who's the party that said that the parents need to be looked at as domestic terrorists? That sure wasn't Republicans. Oh, it's your. Oh, I am so. I don't get a weekend. My days off, and I hold that up in quotes, is Saturday and Monday. And that's because I get off work at 7:00 in the morning on Saturdays. So that's considered I worked Friday because I go in at 11. And same thing, I get off work at 7:00 in the morning on Mondays because I go into work at 11 Sunday night. So that's considered a Sunday night job. Then I end up getting 3 hours of sleep on those 2 days. I'll get less this Saturday because I'm going to have my grandson here. So I haven't had a weekend. Now, just info. My sister is flying in from out of state for Thanksgiving week. I do not plan on streaming Thanksgiving Day. I've got a lot of cooking to do. I will be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday, but I don't know how long Wednesday's stream will be because, my sister's going to be here, and I don't know what she's going to want me to be doing with her. Plus, I've got to cook for Thanksgiving. And Friday, I'll probably plan on streaming on Friday, doing our book stream. But, yeah, we're coming up on Thanksgiving week, people. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm already buying stuff. I'm using my son's freezer to hold the turkey and the other stuff. I've started. This week I'll make. This weekend I plan on making all my broth because my sister's dietary issues. So I have to make any chicken broth or stock that I use. I've got to make it from scratch so that I don't make my sister sick. But yeah, I hope everybody else is getting their stuff together for Thanksgiving now, or at least getting their menus in place, because it is going to be work. Oh, Mr. Jack Prosaic had a release yesterday. I did not know this, so let me share this. Prospero actually retweeted it. The mayor who let Kenosha burn, the DA, and the lead detective in the Kyle Rittenhouse case are all members of the same family. Mayor John whatever, the city attorney Edward, and then the lead detective. Don't ask me to try to pronounce their names because I'm going to butcher them, so I'm just going to say Mr. Foreign. And, they don't even look like they're related. Isn't that something cute? Yeah, you said 14 to 1600. Oh yeah, that's a wonderful day off, isn't it? Restaurants, though. My wife, obviously, I love to cook, and my wife wanted me to open a restaurant when I retired out of the military. And my problem is one, I don't like cooking to order. I like to cook what I want to cook, and then if you want to eat it, great. If you don't want to eat it, head on down the road. And two, I don't know if I want to take all the bitching. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's something else. All of a sudden, Tulsi Gabbard, who is a socialist, a communist, all of a sudden she's persona non grata amongst the liberal left. Tulsi Gabbard yesterday. McAuliffe's loss is a victory for all Americans. Why? Because it's a resounding rejection of the efforts to divide us by race, the stripping of parental rights, and the arrogant deaf leaders. This benefits us all. Tulsi, I agree with you. Dave, the Bronx Bull. Tulsi Gabbard is a Republican and racist. No, she's a Democrat and a socialist. Yeah. Okay, useless rebel. Like I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, so whatever pops in my, things are coming out of my mouth before it even pops in my brain. So I'm not going, if y'all are having fun laughing at me today, I'm glad I'm being entertaining. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. A lot of them. Another argument is that CRT doesn't exist in the schools, and what a lot of people are saying, and if CRT doesn't exist, if it's not being taught in the elementary, junior high, and high schools, then why are y'all so upset about people saying they want to ban it from being taught? Things that make you go, I don't know about this. Then there's the question, quite a few memes about this I've seen out here and arguments, is white people don't want CRT taught because we don't want our history taught. No, we want our history taught, but we want it taught properly. We want it taught in the historical context. And with the idea that, what you're not responsible, you're not liable, you're not tainted by what your father did. You are your own person. But a lot of people seem to want to say that just because you're white, you're privileged. Just because you're white, you are responsible for what happened in your past. That's they're not calling it CRT. You're right, but what they're teaching are the things that are taught under CRT. That's just a horse of a different color. Well, it's still a damned horse. Okay. Here we go. Here's Biden being questioned yesterday. And I'm trying to find the video that of Ducey questioning Biden, because that was a good video. Ducey asked some really hard questions. Did I share the audio on that? I don't know if I shared the audio. So let me try this again. Yeah, evidently I did share the audio. Well, that's okay. Is it? Oh. Oh my. Oh my. What what was that? Okay, let's see if this is any better this time. Okay, one more time. And if this doesn't work this time, here we go. If this doesn't.
What's your message, though, for Democratic voters, especially Black voters, who see Republicans running on race, education, lying about critical race theory, and they're worried that Democrats don't have an effective way to push back on that?
Well, I think that the whole answer is just to speak the truth, lay out where we are. Look, I'm convinced that if you look at everything from my view on criminal justice system to my view on equal opportunity to my view on economic issues and all the things I have and what I've been pushing in legislation, each of the elements are overwhelmingly popular. We have to speak to them, though. We have to speak to them and explain them. Look, I just think people are at a point, and it's understandable, where there's a whole lot of confusion.
A whole lot of confusion. If anybody's confused, it's you. CRT is not a lie. People are not real happy with your programs that you're trying to push through. Yes, Bishop. Oh, good morning, Bishop. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And okay, and this remind Bishop, thank you for reminding me of something else here. Okay. I did something I normally don't do. And that's because I got a notice that somebody posted porn to my uh to yesterday's stream. So I went to look at, trying to get the comments so I could delete that porn link. And I just happened, and for some reason I decided to look at the analytics. I want to thank y'all for putting up with me. The average viewer, the average person listening, listens for about 48 minutes. And that's about 40 minutes longer than what I expect. And I appreciate that. Also appreciate the new subs. I mean, I'm up to 60 some odd, 65 subs now. That's about 60 more than I expected. So I appreciate y'all for coming out, for listening to me, and having patience with me, especially with this, like today. A lot of patience is needed with me here today. Because, well, like I said, this is all fun. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, here. The people that voted for McAuliffe and Young, this is the okay, now this is all off of exit polls. And you take what you will from an exit poll. It's what people are willing to tell reporters. All right. Let's see, white men, which were 36% of the voters, 33-66. Under Biden, it was 39-58. So 6-point drop for McAuliffe and an 8-point increase for Youngkin. White women, which were 38%, 43, and for McAuliffe, 50 for Biden. So that's just a 7-point drop. Then 57 to 49, that is an 8-point increase by white women. Oh, yeah, that 15-point swing was of suburban women. That's right. So this is all white women in general. Black men, for McAuliffe, 87, for Biden, 86. So it's a 1% increase. For Youngkin, 13 and 14, a 1% decrease. Okay, that makes sense. Black women, McAuliffe got 86, whereas for Biden, 92. Oh, that's an 8% drop. And 14 and 8, that's a 6% increase. So yeah, black women, it was the women vote. Black women and white women that lost it for McAuliffe. So women in general. Because each one was fairly close, about 8% of a differential. So why are they blaming this on white women? Because black women were only 9% of the voters that were interviewed, whereas white women were 38%. I don't know if this 8% number here would have made a big difference. If it would have remained 98 and 8. Well, now Furry, they usually do have white men, college educated, not college, white women, college, non-college, but they rarely do that for black men and women. Break it down by education level. I mean, it does happen on occasion, but it doesn't happen all the time. And let's see, what else can I find here? Oh, that's Canada. There's Rob Reiner doing his crap. Yeah, one of the things is, they've been talking about the number of people of color elected, but they're talking about and they bring up the pictures of all the Democrats that won, but they seem to constantly forget about this woman who was also elected yesterday. This is Winsome Sears. She was elected as the lieutenant governor of Virginia. You know that racist state? Well, that's Canada. That was about a member of their parliament saying they feel safe because they have to all wear masks. So I'm not worried about that. I mean, you want to feel safe because you're wearing a piece of cloth across your face, more power to you. You know, you take a t-shirt, wrap it around your head, and you're all of a sudden you're safe. You know, that's like throwing sand at a chain link fence. Yeah, you're going to block some of the sand, but you're not going to block all of it. But yeah, Miss Winsome Sears here, the same racist that dumped Terry McAuliffe for Youngkin, voted for a black woman, prior Marine, and photographs of her, one of her photographs she had out for her campaign, she had a rather nice looking AR. So, yeah, there's, racism is racism, it's racism. Racists only vote for white people, I guess. I guess she forgot. Okay, let's see here. This is Texas. Diversity plan opponents win control of the school board in Texas. Okay. That doesn't surprise me a whole lot. I talked about her yesterday. Van Jones Van Jones, he's saying some things that are semi-smart, but then he turns around and says things that are a whole hell of a lot of stupid. So let's listen to Van Jones here real quick.
This much motion, such a short.
Make sure I got that audio right.
For a period of time. And so I think Democrats have to look in the mirror now, because the New Jersey situation, you don't have a bunch of critical race theory stuff there. You don't have a bunch of Trump. You don't have Terry McAuliffe, doing dumb. There's something happening out here. It could be just anti-incumbent. I think that's a part of it. But I think that there's something else that's happening. I think that the Democrats are coming across in ways that we don't recognize, that are annoying and offensive, and seem out of touch in ways that I don't think show up in our feeds when we're looking at our kind of echo chamber. And I think that this is a message here because Scott was describing a
when you're talking about you're talking about Democrats, because it seems annoying to a lot of people.
Well, I'm just saying there's so much motion in such a short period of time. And so I think Democrats have to look in the mirror now because the New Jersey situation, you don't have a bunch of critical race theory stuff there. You don't have a bunch of Trump. You don't have Jerry McAuliffe, doing dumb. There's something happening out here. It could be just anti-incumbent. I think that's a part of it. But I think that there's something else that's happening. I think that Democrats are coming across.
Terry Van Jones is actually making a lot of sense, and I hope like hell the Democrats don't listen to him. I mean, look at their face here and Anderson's face when he was there. They're sitting there going, oh no, this is stuff we don't want to hear. This isn't easy answers. This is something hard we have to think about. Yeah, I mean, that look could be that way too. You could be right, but these are some hard, cold facts. I hope the Democratic Party doesn't listen to them. I hope they continue to blame it on CRT. I hope they keep saying that parents are racist and that parents don't need to know what's going on. Yeah, people are voting policy over party. I have voted for Democrats in the past because I agreed with them more than I agreed with the Republicans. It hasn't happened often, I will admit. It's only happened a few times, and usually in very local elections where I knew that Republican on a personal basis and knew he was a Class A dickwad and a liar. And I knew the Democrat was a pretty upstanding young lady. Well, not young lady. She was in her mid to late 50s. And she just happened to be a Democrat, but she's a very solid person and never lied. And, and she was very proficient at her job, which is what I wanted in that particular job. But yeah, vote policy over party every time. Vote for the person and what the person is saying. Yeah, you're right, Furry. It does require people to actually think and to get informed, which is, remember, according to Mika, that's their job to tell us what to think.
In ways that we don't recognize, that are annoying and offensive and seem out of touch in ways that I don't think show up in our feeds when we're looking at our kind of echo chamber. And I think that this is a message here because Scott was describing
when you're talking about you're talking about Democrats, because it seems annoying to a lot of people.
Yeah. And and there's not a Republican sitting up here. These are all Democrats. Don't get this wrong. So, yeah. But yeah, we need to be, Becca's got it right. Furry's got it right. We need to be, as voters, we need to get voters to be more involved in the actual policies that they're voting for. One of the big joke videos going around on the Democratic side, usually it's Republicans showing these videos, but they finally found a Republican or somebody who said they're going to vote for Republican. Could this have been a setup? Yes, it could have been a setup because we know the Democrats aren't above that. But they had a guy who said, yes, CRT is the most important thing on the ballot issue. That's why I'm voting, or on the issues. That's why I'm voting for the Republican. And they asked, well, what's CRT? Well, I don't know. But it's important. Well, yes, it's the most important thing. Well, what is it? I don't know. Now, could that have been a setup? Could that have been, we all know the Democrats aren't above uh, paying actors to act like Republicans. We've had known Antifa people in the lead there January 6th. We've had, the Lincoln Republicans who paid actors to pretend to be white supremacists, including a black man. You know, there, Furry, you're bringing up multi-party issues there more, and I really wish there were no parties. I really do. In a way, I really wish there were no parties, that people ran for office. The idea that they had when they founded the country was that whoever got the most votes would be president, and whoever got the next number of votes would be vice president. And then parties got invented. You know, I have to wonder on a lot of these elections if there were 8 or 9 names up there for president, and you had to vote for the president. Then you had 8 or 9 names there for the vice president. Or you voted for president, and the person who got the most votes was president out of those 8 or 9 people, and the person who got the next to most votes came in second place was automatically the vice president. I have to wonder how that would change the policies. I have a lot of these policies and a lot of the stuff that happens in our senates, in the houses, be it your state legislature, be it your the federal legislature, voting for governorship that way and your lieutenant governor. That I wonder if number of voters would increase, would it decrease? Yeah, aren't y'all vote sort of like the Canadian system, don't you? Where you vote for your representative, then all your representatives vote for who's going to be prime minister. I thought I had the English system down, but I hadn't looked at it in quite a few years, and I've been paying a lot more attention to the Canadian system, uh, mostly because of getting to know Blind Press and Piccolo and the other Canucks running around here, that I've started paying more attention to how they do it. All right. I thought they were pretty, they ran along the same lines. So, but I really have to wonder how much difference there would be if we did do it a totally different way, got rid of the party systems. Well, the way I understand it, Rebel, is that basically you are voting for your party, but you're voting for a person off of that party. Then, and since they have a multi-party system, then they build alliances within, and then they pick who's going to be their prime ministers and such. And let's go. Let's take a little time. I'll hop back here in the time machine to just before the election when McAuliffe brought in Obama to vote to stump for him. Okay, let's. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being an idiot here. This whole thing of having all this fall apart on me is I'm still trying to play catch up mentally. All right, here we go.
We don't have time to be wasting on these phony, trumped up culture wars.
Phony, trumped up culture wars. Really? What is a phony, trumped up culture war? Is having gay pride flags being flown in the classroom a phony, trumped up culture war? Is having Antifa flags being in the classrooms a phony, faked up culture war? Is having teachers and students demanding to be called by different names and the them, their, z, her, minor, king, queen, whatever, a phony, trumped up culture war? Is having schooling being outcome, equity instead of equality? You've got the right to earn your education by studying. You don't have the right to the same grade as somebody who worked harder or might be better. Is it really a trumped up culture war there, Obama? Is it a trumped up culture war when teachers are telling their students that all black kids are oppressed and need special help and all white kids are that they're better and they've got privileged, but they're also born evil because they're white? Is that really a faked up culture war there, Obama?
This fake outrage that right-wing media peddles to juice their...
What right-wing media? Name it, Obama. Name a major news outlet that's right-wing. And don't even say Fox News. Fox News hasn't been right-wing in 10 years.
Their ratings. And the fact that he's willing to go along with it instead of talking about serious problems that actually affect serious people, that's a shame. That's not what this election's about. That's not what you need, Virginia.
That's exactly what the election is about there, Obama. And as it came out to prove to you, the election was about these culture wars. School boards saying that the parents don't need to have a voice in what's being taught. Terry McAuliffe saying parents shouldn't have a voice. School boards calling parents who do question them domestic terrorists. That happened. And that happened under the man that you had as your vice president. So don't go telling us stuff didn't happen that did, that we don't know about. All right. We've got problems in this country. And a lot of the problems are dealing with these faked up culture wars. Oh, I mean, do we really need to keep listening to the Democrats and how they're complaining about everybody is a racist? Do we have to listen to it? I mean, the past 24 hours, that is all the left has done. Complain that everything that in the country is racist. And do we really need to have that as part of what we are trying to teach our kids? Where am I at here? Here's some more of it. Here's some more of this crap. And it just, why? Why do we need to have, if this were Republicans, now remember the great lie that they accused Republicans and Trump of spreading. Here is the great lie.
Glenn Youngkin played the race card for a reason because he knows it works on certain white voters.
He did stoke white grievance politics to mobilize the Republican base.
He's laundered Trump's really sort of disgusting, flagrant out racism. He's wrapped it in education.
Education,
Right.
which is code for white parents don't like the idea of teaching about race.
That's the fundamental problem for these parents and this anti-CRT movement. They don't like the way whiteness is being portrayed in these new, more inclusive lessons.
This wasn't about those pocketbook issues. This was about how white kids feel talking about what black kids go through.
The subtext of all this was, we can't let these black and brown people run the country.
Glenn Youngkin running on critical race theory that he knew hit a chord around race.
I think all the CRT stuff is trumped up dog whistling.
Some of it was dog whistle racism.
The dog whistle messaging that you saw Youngkin engage in during the course of the campaign.
CRT is in the latest line of school busing, crosstown busing, welfare queens. You have it. It's in that same line, and you saw it in the results in Virginia.
This more palatable Republican who still uses the same racist themes that Trump did. He just packaged them in a soccer dad sweater vest model.
He's found a way to launder a pretty racist trope, this idea that we cannot talk about America.
Listen to this. I mean, this is what is being spewed out there by the left. Talk about the big lie. I mean, I'm how much of it? How much of it do we need I mean, I get so sick of hearing this being, and because I'm white and disagree with them, I'm a racist. You know, that I'm against black and brown people. I've been working for brown people for the past 25 years. Since I got out of the military. And I'm not going to include my time in the military when I worked with black and brown people my whole 20 years. I've been working for black and brown people, or brown people, Middle Easterns. He was Iranian, was one boss. I work for a family of Indians now. But because I disagree with what these people want to teach, I'm automatically a racist. No, I want history taught, but I want it taught in the proper fashion. That is a true fashion, not this 1619 project, not this sins of the father fall on the children for the 7 generations. That I feel like I'm beating a dead horse today. I really do. Yeah, I can never say I was the only white person in a group. Well, wait a minute. Yes, I can. There was a small group of people when I was in Germany. I was the only white person in that group. Everybody else was black. But guess what? We all got along. We went drinking together. We played poker together. We watched movies together. Oh, hitting that. It's no longer history, but her story. Yeah. People's story. Yeah, I've heard that. I had something. There's a palate cleanser. I've got to find it. Let me see if I can find this palate cleanser. I need something here. I no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. That's what I showed yesterday. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? It's probably gone now. Lost in the Twitter timeline because I didn't retweet it. And oh no, is this what I think it is? Okay, now that's not what I thought it was. Let's see here. Oh God, I am not doing this. All right. Okay. All right. Here, this isn't a palate cleanser, but it's not exactly um politics either. Here we go. Listen to this nutcase.
Let me tell you something about LGBTQ rights, about trans rights. This is only going in one direction.
Look at the shaved head, shaved face, but it forgot to shave its chest. I will have to say, if you cover up the eye, cover up everything except for the eyes. Yeah, if you cover up everything except for the eyes, yeah, you could think that was a woman. Oh, hey, Ramen.
You will respect us. You can be upset. You can be angry. You can think it's unfair. You can feel like we're stealing something from you.
You're not stealing nothing from me because I ain't giving you nothing to steal. You're an idiot. You're sick. You need mental help. You need to be on drugs to get your focus on reality back. You're not nothing special.
But it's still only going in one direction. You will respect us.
Nah, I'll never respect you. And you cannot force me to respect you. At best, at absolute best, you can get laws to say I can't verbally say things, that I cannot say things that you find offensive. But respect, no law, no person, no judge on this planet can force me to respect you. At best they can force me to do is tolerate you. Oh yeah, that voice is that voice is God, that voice is horrible. Let's see here. What's this? Nah. Okay. John Kerry. Nah, I don't care about John Kerry. Fake war on Christmas. Yes, Rachel, we know all about your fake war on Christmas. Okay. Attacks on Israel. No, I don't want to see anything about Rosie McDonald. I'll watch your press conference later, Pelosi. Oh, Alex had his video striked. Hi, Alex. Second account. Your account at iRightAlex has been locked for violating Twitter rules, for violating our rules against abuse and harassment. So irate Alex has had his one of his accounts struck down for Twitter abuse. I wonder how long it was locked for. No. I'm not going to go into Fauci. All right. I'm trying to find something else I had that was pretty damn funny. At least I thought it was, but there is, where is, let me see if I come up here and JAX. See if this gets it to me. Yeah, Jack's Right. If y'all aren't following Jack's Right songs, y'all need to. Okay. Okay, where is, find her tweets here. There's, okay, where, come on, load up. I'm trying to find a particular one of hers because it is, it's good in more ways than one. All right. Well, just as a sample of her, she is a comic songwriter. And let me find this again. Do this right. Here we go.
I wanna come home to roses and dirty little notes on post-its. And when my hair starts turning gray, I'll say I'm like a fine wine, better with age. I guess I learned it from my parents, that true love starts with friendship. I kiss on the forehead, a date night, fake an apology after a fight. I need a man who's patient and kind, gets out of the car and holds the door. I wanna slow dance in the living room like we're 18 at senior prom and grow. Oh, with someone who makes me feel young. I need a man who loves me like my father loves my mom.
That actually isn't the song I thought it was. But so that gives a good example. Okay, here's another one of hers. This one here is a little more comedic. Oh, you saw me scrolling through there. Sorry about that.
This is the girl I babysit. I'm Chelsea, and I'm a boss ass bitch. No. Chelsea's running for class president, but I'm probably gonna lose the school election. So we're up past her bedtime writing a song to help Chelsea make her campaign strong. 2, 3, 4. Vote Chelsea! The last homework. Vote Chelsea! I'll get Mr. Bob to twerk. Vote Chelsea! School uniforms. Bye. Vote Chelsea! Because I'll never tell a lie. As this year's president, I promise that Shawn Mendes will play at this year's prom because he's my boyfriend. Chelsea. This is the girl I babysit.
But anyway, if you're not following her, you should. She's got a lot of cute stuff on her songs. Yeah, Ramen, she is. Yeah, she's got quite a few of them. She did one with a legless, a blind, I want to say triple amputee. Yeah, a blind triple amputee, and it is just it was Afghanistan, and it was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, y'all need to find that and play it, or I'll use it for later on. Who knows? But anyway, okay, I'm tired of tap dancing here. My brain hurts. Okay. I want to thank you guys for coming out and putting up with this absolute horror show of a stream this morning. My God. I spent 2.5 hours this morning setting everything up, ready to go. I had something like 15 or 20 tabs open, and I was all ready to go. I got up, went to the bathroom, come back, and my screen is completely blank. Nothing is there. And I'm like, oh no. No, that didn't happen. But it did. I mean, I wasn't even online. So, anyway. Tomorrow will be a better show, I hope. Better stream. But y'all, please have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Make certain you're with the ones that you love, and always love the ones that you're with. Okay? Try to have a good day. And go get one of them things from Men in Black. Zap yourself. Forget that this that this stream ever happened. All right? We'll see you tomorrow, Ramen. Y'all are good. If y'all put up with me for this long, y'all are good people. You got a lot of fortitude. Bye.